What's going on, guys? What's going on? Set the Hook with TL Broyles is live. All right, guys. Um, the first thing I want to say is anyone who says something to me, I'll be able to see you. If you don't type something, I can't see you guys. So if you do type something, I will respond and let you know and let you be recognized, that I appreciate you 100 for tuning in on this live broadcast. Guys, I am so sorry that I was not able to do my live broadcast Sunday like I said I was. So I came right back today and I'm dropping it now. All right, guys. This is a shout out to my homeboy, Darrell. Darrell had asked me about how I tie my river rigs for catfish when I fish for the big catfish. So that's what this episode is about. All right, guys. A river rig is very, very, very important. And the first thing that you're going to need is some heavy line. All right. I'm in front of my computer today, so things are a little bit different for me. All right. This is 50-pound line, and this 50-pound line is going to be going to your hook. So what you're trying to do is you want heavy enough line that it's going to hold that big catfish that you hook with that big old brim or bluegill that's big as your hand, big as my hand, that you got on that hook. The second one, a really good hook, and this is a number 7 Yamagatsu or Team Catfish. Is one of the two. It's probably Team Catfish. I've got so many of them, just being honest about it. It's like a number 7, and these hooks are really, really good, guys. They'll hold that big old catfish, and they'll hook into the catfish's mouth, and they turn to the corner 9 times out of 10. I haven't had them too much like turn off the wall. They actually turn to where they're supposed to, which is to get the catfish hooked in the side of his mouth and be the safest for the catfish. And whether you're trying to catch a catfish to eat or just catch a catfish for sport, like I do, they work great. So try the Team Catfish hooks at Walmart. According to how big the bait is, the bluegill or whatever kind of sunfish you put on there, it doesn't just have to be a bluegill, guys. It doesn't have. It can be a goldfish. Some states allow you to use goldfish, and you can just get a goldfish and put it on there. But try the Kamagatsu circle hooks too. They sell them at Walmart, at all the local fishing shops, Dick's Sporting Goods, all that type of stuff. Go get you one of these. All right. Second thing, the third thing you're gonna need is a weight. Now look, let me get it right here. Now, guys, y'all bear with me. I'm in front of my computer, and I haven't been in front of my computer in a while, so you know how that goes. You got to learn how to put the object or whatever it is that you're trying to show in front of the camera. All right. Ruby, what's going on? I'm doing great, Ruby. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, I appreciate you 100. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. Now, when you're using the river rig I'm about to show you how to put together, it's going to be like at a dam, okay? I used it in the ocean too. I used this exact rig in the ocean when I was in Florida, and I caught some whiting. Sure did. So it works. It's the real deal. All right. I use a number 6 weight, guys. This bell weight. I use a number 6. If you can't get a number 6, a number 5 will do, because you want to be able to throw that line. Now, I'm not gonna get into the type of rods this afternoon, okay? Because honestly, I just got out of work and I'm about shot, but I wanted to be straight up and drop this live stream for you guys, okay? So y'all just bear with me. I'll be a little rough today or tonight. All right, as I was saying, you want a number 6 bale weight, okay? A number 5 would do that. I wouldn't go any lower than 5 because you got to be able to throw that bait out there. And if you are gonna use 50-pound line, if it's spider wire, which I do recommend you use spider wire, but some people don't like spider wire because it sinks. Um, if you don't use that, you can use monofilament, but the monofilament it's not going to throw near as far as that spider wire or braided line. It doesn't have to be spider wire, just some type of braided line. Okay, that's going to be hooked up to your reel. That's going to be on your reel. Okay, so all right, this is the last thing you're going to need. You're going to need a swivel, and it's a three-way swivel. I cannot talk. That's what happens when you get off work and you're shot trying to do a live stream. Okay, see that? Now, this is not exactly the right size. I use bigger ones than this, but this is just the one I had on hand. I can show you guys. And what it is, one line is going to be going, okay, to your rod right here. One line is going to your weight, and one line is going to your hook. Okay? You need a three-way swivel. And I'm going to build this three-way river rig for you guys right now. Okay. The first thing you don't want to do, guys, is have too much line on your hook. Now, I might explain this part. Okay, this is 50-pound line. I generally run 80 on my hook, okay? I run 80-pound line on my hook, and it's going to be like monofilament. I don't put spider wire on there because the fish, if the fish, if its teeth are sharp enough, and catfish have like little bristle teeth, guys, they can cut that. So I suggest you use some monofilament line like this. Okay, I run 80 and I'm just using 50 to show you, but 50 is generally a whole catfish. But if you got a bluegill on there the size of your hand, it's probably going to be a big catfish that hits it. So, better safe than sorry. I would run 80, no less than 50, okay? So we're going to cut this. Let's get this going. About right here. Take your hook. Bam. Now, this is how I tie all of my hooks, guys, okay? And it's very, very effective. Run it through it once. There it is. Oh, Ruby. Oh, okay. I understand you hadn't caught anything river fishing, and that's all right. That's fine, because if you ever decide to go to a dam, you'll know how to set your river rig up to catch you something big. That's right. That's right, Ruby. Everything's good. Okay. You run it once, guys. You run it twice, guys, right? That's twice. You run it 3 times. Now, what you got is you got those 2 loops. Loop right here. You guys see that? Okay, then you got this one right here. Now, what we're going to do is, and this line is trying to get away from me, but I'm not going to let it, okay? We wrap it around. Can you guys see that? I'm wrapping it around the line, the other line right here. Once, twice. I'll have to use my mouth probably 3 times, 4 times. See that? 5 times. There it is. Bring it up. Okay, there it is, guys. Wrapped it around the line 5 times. And now I'm going to thread it through those 2 loops. Okay. Can you let me get back where you guys can see it? Okay. Can you guys see that? It's threaded through it. All right. And all you do now is pull it tight. Just like that. Now, there it is. Let me bring it back it out. Okay, there it is. Now, that line is going to be tight, and the harder that fish pulls on your line, the tighter that's going to get. Okay. Now, we're going to take the swivel, guys, right here. Bam. And we're going to tie the same exact knot. Okay. On the swivel, on any one of the holes. It don't matter which hole. It's just one of them. But this is the trick. You want to try to have enough line of where that hook is not. You don't want the hook way down here, hanging off of the swivel. You want it about right here. You want it as close to the swivel as possible without it being touched on the swivel, without it actually touching the swivel. And it's here, so it's going to be once. Same knot. And you're going to have to hold that swivel because that joke is going to be spinning. There it is. Okay. Once. Twice. Same hole 3 times. There it is. And you're going to have the two. Can you see those two loops right there? All right. Now hold that swivel, guys, because that joke is going to try to get away. And we're going to do the same thing. Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, and through the 2 loops. And I pulled it tight. That's what I was doing. There it is. I'm going to put a little tighter in it. All right. Now, let's see. There it is. There it is, guys. Bam. There it is. All right. Now, that's probably it may be a little too long and it may be okay. Okay, let me back this off where you can see. It'll probably be okay, but actually, I would probably cut that and bring it a little closer, probably about that close. But that's okay, because the point is I want you guys to see how to tie these knots. All right. Now, when you got that part right there hanging off, just take your scissors that you have with you, and we're going to cut that little extra off. All right. Now, that's a lot neater, and if you leave that little piece hanging off of there, guys, the fish will probably hit it and won't bite. Hey, thanks, Ruby. Hey, appreciate that. Appreciate that. I had some old school guys that I used to fish with that taught me how to do this, and they knew what they were talking about. I started catching big catfish, and I was addicted ever since. All right, there it is. Now this part right here that's hanging off. All right, let me get it. Get it where you guys can see it. I'm sorry, I got to get used to my computer screen again. Okay, that really doesn't matter. You can leave that right there or not, okay? It's not going to hurt anything. There it is. You can see it. That's not going to hurt anything, guys, okay? You can cut it off a little bit if you want to or whatever. Now, that's the 50-pound line. Now, what I have here, if you can see that, this is 12-pound bass line, and that's what I call it, okay? This is the line that's running to your weight. Now I use 10. 12 is a little strong. I use 10, okay? Because what the point is when that catfish hits this hook, whoop, this weight is going to be down, okay, at the bottom with the line on it, off in something, and I'll explain all that in just a second, okay? And it's going to be hung more than likely. And what's going to happen is that line is going to break because that 50-pound line or that 80-pound line is not going anywhere. It's going to be straight. And then your 50-pound line on your reel is going to be straight. It's not going anywhere. So that 12 is going to break, pow, and the weight's going to fall wherever it's going. And then the fish is going to be swimming free, and you're going to reel him in and catch him. So this is what we want to do. We want to take this 12-pound line. Now, guys, me, just from experience, I suggest that you run this like a foot, at least a foot and a half. Okay. I would run it a foot and a half. Now, I'm not going to run it that far because I'm just showing you how to do it. Okay. I'm going to take the scissors and cut some off. And it's the same knot. That knot is so good, it works on everything that you fish with. Okay, we're gonna run it. I hold that big and I can't even get that in there. Once, twice, 3 times. Hold on. Okay, there it is. And we got a big old loop and a little bitty loop. And you can pull it out and straighten it out a little bit just like that. And we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna run it. We'll run it 4 times. It doesn't have to be 5 times, but I would do it 5 times to be more safe than sorry. Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. And it's going through the loops, guys. That's 1 loop. Here's the second loop. And then pull it tight. There it is. Look at there. Good to go. All right. Now, I'm gonna wrap this around my finger because that weight's gonna be pulling. We're gonna go to your second hole, which this swivel is probably already gonna be on your pole, but you can make this up at home like I'm doing it right now, and put it in a plastic bag and have it ready to put on your line wherever you're going. You know, so if you don't want the hooks to get messed up, fouled up. All right. Okay. So here we go. We got our line right here. All right, guys. And we're going to do the same knot once. And this is in one of the other 2 holes. 2. It don't matter which hole either. 3. All right. Now we got our loops. We got the 2 loops. I'm going to have to hold this thing. It's trying to move. And that's how it really does. It be trying to get away from me. Once. Twice. 3 times. 4 times. 5 times. I think I pulled my loop. Yeah, I almost pulled the loops too big. Get this out a little bit, all right. 1 loop. Come on, thing. 2 loops. Well, I said it was 2. It got away from me. There it is. Got it. All right. Now, here it is. I'm going to hold this weight because I don't want to hit my computer. There's your river rig. Now, what's going to happen is, guys, we're good to go. What's going to happen is this hole right here is the one that your fishing line is going in. So you cast it out, whoop, hits the water. It sinks down. This weight is going to the bottom, and hold your rod up after you cast it. let it sink and then hold it up a little bit. Don't let it just hang like that. Hold it up a little bit and let the line tighten, and you'll feel this weight hit the bottom. Boom, you'll feel it. Boom. Okay, there it is. Okay, it according to what's at that dam, it may drag on the bottom a little bit because of the current is so high, but we'll discuss where to throw this on another episode. Okay, we're just tying the river rig right right now so we can catch the catfish after we put the big bluegill or whatever kind of sunfish or goldfish or whatever you're gonna put on this hook. Okay, let it stop. Tighten the line up a little bit, and this weight is gonna go down, straight down, and it's gonna probably get hung on something. Okay, because believe it or not, in dams, man, it be cars and boats and car parts and all helicopter parts, all kind of stuff be off in there, man. You can't see it because it's up under the water. Ever how deep it is, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 foot, ever how deep it is at the dam. You can't see all that stuff. And the fish live right there off in there, especially the flatheads, and the blues live there, but they'll sort of swim around and they come and go. Blues come and go. They might go up into the dam and stay for a little while and then leave and go back out through that water out into the river and then come back again. They do that weirdo stuff. Just be, chilling. All right, so this is off in the bottom, okay? It's off hung in the car. We're just going to use that for hypothetics. And then this is where your bait is going to be. And we're going to say the water's going this way, and it's out doing like that. Now, that bluegill is alive. We're going to say it's a live bluegill, okay? And it's out there, and the water's doing it like this, and then the fish is swimming around. And I'm going to lay this down for a second, guys. If we're gonna say the bottom is this deep, okay? If the bottom is this deep and the weight is down here and your bait is out here in the water about mid-range doing all the fish got to do is swim up there and grab it. Bam, it's over with. Your rod is gonna bow, and that circle hook, pick that up. That circle hook is gonna do its job. It's gonna hook 9 times out of 10. It's gonna hook that fish. Now I still set the hook with a circle hook because I don't want them to get away. I'm just being honest. I jerk it a little bit, get it in there good. It might come out their mouth and it might not. It's according to what it is. If it's a flathead, probably won't. If it's a blue, it's got a chance of kind of cutting out his lip a little bit, but it's hooked. And it's according to what I want to keep the fish and try to take it home. And if I'm just catching it for my show, I won't snatch it that hard if I'm just trying to catch it for the show because I'm gonna turn them back loose. But that's what it's all about. That's how you tie your river rig. And I should have just kept it in my hand, shouldn't I, guys? All right, there it is. And here's the weight. This is a river rig that is actually ready to go. And that's where your line, let me turn it around. That's where your line goes right there from your reel. And it'll catch a fish. It'll catch a fish right now if you put some bait on it. All right, guys, that's how you tie a river rig. I may not do another stream until Saturday, but I'm trying to get my notification stuff together, and I hope everybody got the notification about me going live. I did a 15-minute one this afternoon. The notification, I'm going to try to do a longer notification on my next episode, and it's probably going to be the weekend. But, if not, there it is. If anybody has an idea on something that they want me to show them how to do, that's got to do with your rods and reels, and I actually, the next one that I'm gonna do, it's Junie on the Run or Johnny on the Run, and I don't know how to say your name. because it's spelled Junie. I don't know if you're saying Junior or Johnny, but and I don't mean no kind of disrespect. When you see this stream or the video, just let me know how to say your name. But this is a shout out to you because the next episode I'm gonna do is gonna be the one that you requested, and it was actually gonna be about how I set my hooks with my worms, my plastic worms, how I put the hook in there and how I set it up. And that will be the next live stream that I do. All right, guys. To everybody that's checked out the stream, hey, thank you for supporting the channel. To everybody that is a subscriber, man, thank you. I appreciate you 100 for supporting the channel as hard as you have. To everybody who is just a viewer, hey, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, hey, I appreciate you 100. But you know the subscribe button is just right there, right? And you can hit it one time and get all my content when it comes out. All right, guys, keep on going fishing. Have fun. Be safe. Peace out. See you at the next live stream. Have a great day too, Ruby. Thank you. Bye-bye.